Hello, welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you're returning. As you can see, my name's Brian, it says it right there, and I am a poet. And in this channel, we do poetry, whether it's my poetry or whether it's someone else's poetry, whether we're doing pre-recorded videos like this one or live streams. It's all about poetry. Because as they say, well, at least I say, and I'm sure they have said it once in a while, or more than once, poetry is life. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope this video finds you in good health and happiness in this really messed up world we're in right now, but that's why we're here, to forget about it. So if you would, make sure you're subscribed and hit the old like, and then I'm just going to get with why we're here, which is a poem of mine that I wrote a lifetime ago. It's called Poetic Sketches, #1. Show me how you do that dance while the audience sits and watches you speaking in such a pleasing motion. Hands shaking with nervousness, betraying all the butterflies that rumble in your stomach till you feel they're going to fly away, leave the audience in a stupor. Tell me why you talk that way, singing with a melancholy voice, its resonance booming over the loudspeakers until all the world is shut out and all you can hear is that perfect singing voice. A little context here. This was one of the few things I had published when I was originally in college. Back, like I said, a lifetime ago. I think I wrote this when I was like 21. The story behind it. Okay. Well, not this particular one, but the previous edition, Vortex 20. That's what it was published in. And my copy of the Vortex 20, I lost that long ago. Might be around here somewhere, I don't know. But during my most recent journey to get back into school at UCA, where they still publish the Vortex, I found a copy of it in a display case. Well, it's in a display case, and they're like, "Don't touch it." I was like, okay. So this past Thursday, this recording is being done on the 27th of April. This past Thursday, I think it was on the 24th, the current issue of the Vortex, they had a launch party for it, and I attended. And, I've met a few people from there, and they, after everything was over with, they let me go into the, I explained the situation. I'm like, hey, this is the only one I know of right now. I need to take a picture of it. That way I could have it back. Of course, they were understanding. So I was very careful with the book. And you could tell it'd been in there for years, because where the book was here and it partially covered and it was all faded and everything. And the part that was covered was all nice and maroon color. Anyways, that's irrelevant to the conversation. It'd been in there for a while. So I was very careful with it. I made a crappy, legible, picture of it and typed it up. But that's how I procured it most recently. Here's the cool thing. Here's how it came about. Back in the day, so my 21-year-old self was at poetry reading, open mic, sponsored by the Vortex at the Student Center at UCA, and there was this woman named Christopka reading, and like it says in the poem, she's all shaking and everything. It was just that image got in my got in my head. And then earlier, also during that open mic, a couple guys had gotten up and performed the Cure song "Just Like Heaven." So that's where show me how you do that dance. show me how you do that dance. So I put that in there, and I just started writing about Chris Kafka, and it was like an exercise I was doing, trying to get imagery down. That's why I call them poetic sketches. And I know, of course, I submitted. It was like 3 of them in there, and I submitted it for publication in Vortex 20, and they selected that one out of it. So yeah, I got me a whole page with 2 poems. The very first video I did on this channel was that one, and then this one, which, I was able to finally get a copy of 30 some odd years later, 30 years. Oh, life is just interesting, ain't it? How things come in and about and around and back again. I'm going back to school where I started a long time ago. It's, I could have easily applied for other places, within driving distance. Well, there's only 2 other places within driving distance, like University of Arkansas Little Rock. But they don't have a creative writing program, or a Hendrix, and I don't know if I could have gotten a Hendrix, but they do have a creative writing program. But why did I decide to go back to UCA? To finish what I started. And it's also like coming home. I've got to do a couple of readings there over the past couple of weeks. They actually let me read at the lunch party. There was like, we're going to have an open mic, and people, I was like, hey, can I? And they were like, yeah, sure. I didn't know if I was, I didn't want to be stepping on any toes or anything. This is not about me. It's about the book and about them. But I am part of it. I'm part of the history, and they're celebrating the 50th year. God, that makes me feel old. 50th year of the Vortex, and the history of it. Anyway, if you stuck around to the end, I really, really appreciate it, because this was a little longer than I thought I was going to be talking about this. But yeah, I need to do more of these, more static videos. But hey, I like doing the live streaming too. So hopefully I'll see you in the next live stream. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Leave a like and subscribe and all that stuff. I'll see you in the next one.